Alrighty, talking sharp after dark. This is Mama T once again, and I want to share something that I stumbled over. And this is on someone else's channel, which his name is Willie D. I think together we should watch this. And I'm going to chime in here and there, but this right here truly have moved me in a way that my head is shaking. I'm confused. I want to say first and foremost, we as people, we got to come together. I don't know what and how or when, but we got to find a way to come together. Um, it's a wonder why it's so much chaos in this world. So much. And it's unnecessary. It truly is. It's truly unnecessary. Guys, watch this.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? We got the great Cheslin Figaro. Hard-checking officer. White people can't do no wrong because they're perfect and they give me money. But black people are always doing wrong, so I throw them under the bus every chance I get. Tatum for talking down on Nolan Wells' parents. Yeah, fam.
I don't know if you heard that. So, Officer Tatum, according to this video, is get ready to talk down towards the parents that is grieving over their child. Does that make sense? Well, let's see who he is and let's see what he say.
Yeah, he went there. Check it out.
Let's start with you. Just from a law enforcement perspective, what do you make of the timeline, the lack of answers, what maybe occurred here?
Well, I think the first thing is that these activists have came in and brought in information or lies about circumstances to make people question. The law enforcement officers have already done an autopsy. They've already investigated. There's no sign of foul play. And when
the officer said, it seems to be no sign of foul play. The autopsy has not returned as of yet. So he's blaming the civil rights activists for what lie? If I have a question as a parent and I don't sit well with the answers that is given or presented publicly, I'm supposed to just allow that to be that? And civil rights activists are supposed to what? Get me to not think what I'm thinking or feel what I'm feeling when it comes to my child? Do tell.
One thing that's very interesting that I just found out recently is that it wasn't a situation where you have Nolan Wells and four of the...
Let me just stop right there. If the law enforcement already did their investigation, there's no sign of foul play. What are they investigating and what are we waiting on? Because I thought we was waiting on them to complete their investigation.
Right.
But leave it up to bootlicker number one, the investigation is ongoing. I mean, the investigation has concluded.
kids at an island. There's thousands of people there. There's hundreds of different boats. So him staying behind while some of his other friends went back to the mainland wasn't that suspicious. I really wish that the family would focus on Nolan Wells' life, focus on the investigation, and let the police do their job instead of interjecting race into this situation. And it's completely unnecessary to be there at this point.
Whoa. Whoa. Does that sound like a blame to the parents? So you mean to tell me if you don't have questions and you know the history of Mississippi and you know the history, that's not speculation, that's facts. And as a parent, when you're grieving, you want to direct them to tell them what they should and should not be thinking about? Are you kidding me? Who is this guy? Truly, who is this guy?
So, Teslin, you've worked with Ben Crump. You have valuable insight into how he operates. You're not speaking for him tonight, but what do you think about the timeline and whether it determines whether Nolan was still alive before the boat left the island, like his friends insist?
Yeah, thank you, Katie. I'm speaking as a mom, of a 19-year-old. In the same way Officer Tatum wishes that people would not insert lies, I wish Officer Tatum would allow the independent investigation, to run its course.
Okay.
You don't know, Mr. Tatum, what has been talked about in this investigation. It has not been complete, and people have not came forward to say what happened with Nolan Wells. So I actually do believe his parents when they said that they taught their son to leave with whoever you came with.
Right.
So for you to make the accusations that is a lie when they're burying their son on Monday is, quite frankly, to be disgusting, Officer Tatum, and I'm ashamed.
That's really a mic drop. But we'll go on.
I hope that you're paying attention to this, because there's a lot of information that have come out, and I've gotten firsthand knowledge about some things that have happened on that island, and people are going to be ashamed of themselves for sitting here lying and pushing racism in this circumstance.
Well,
I don't know what happened, but I do know. I'll let you finish. I'll let you speak. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just saying I got firsthand knowledge too. But as we're talking about right now, as we're talking about right now, you made the accusation that there were lies, that race has been interjected. Like I said last week, if people don't want people to speculate, then investigate. So this
Well, that's true. Brandon, let's talk about that. Let's talk.
Watch how the host switch it up now.
Wow.
Oh man, she angry. Teslin just struck a nerve.
Wow.
And she's about to let it be seen. Now, remember, fam, when you're on these type of platforms, you're not supposed to be biased unless you work for Fox, right? The rest of them try to pretend at least that they're being objective.
Mm-hmm.
They're being fair and impartial. But clearly you can see where Katie's mind is.
Wow.
About that topic, because Ben Crump is notorious and has been criticized by people who have used him in the past for their cases of being an ambulance chaser, pushing a narrative that fits the racial lens that he wants it to. You've talked about this on your podcast and how you believe young black men are unfortunately killed every single day. And people like Ben Crump and Al Sharpton just highlight certain stories that benefit them rather than the families.
What? Wow.
Before he answered that, because he answered it with the regular old white supremacist talking points, right? Let me say this. Ben Crump is a civil attorney. His job is to get justice in the form of monetary compensation. That means he go get the money. He is a money man. And he should not be ashamed of being a money man. And he should not be shamed for going to get the family financial compensation.
Okay.
They only do this to black lawyers. Even when you have white lawyers who stand up and go get the money for black families who are victims of the system or some type of injustice, they do not call them out. They only call out black lawyers. I wonder why. They only call out the black activist. I wonder why. I know you uncivilized mutts. You can't get nothing over on me. I know you. When you start talking about Ben Crump and Al Sharpton and being on the scene and helping black people in this, you tell me everything I need to know about you. That host, Katie, I know everything about her. That was my first time ever seeing her. And now I know exactly who she is. Yeah. Why would you be upset? Why would you have a problem with anybody trying to aid the family, even if you personally don't like them? Why do you have a problem if the family said, We want y'all to help us. If the family accepts their help and you really care about the family, the grieving family, why would you try to add to their grief by disparaging people who are helping them? It lets me know everything I need to know about you. You don't give a damn about the family. You don't care nothing about that grieving family. So stop all the faking.
Let's keep it real. This is all about money. Benjamin Crump would never show up to a kid's funeral or say anything about a kid that's killed by another black kid. But if there's an opportunity to interject racism into a situation where there's no evidence of racism, Benjamin Crump will be there to do it. What is his end goal? He's not a criminal attorney. So he's not going to help the family get justice on a criminal level. He's a civil rights attorney. You don't need a civil rights attorney in a case where you're wondering if the investigation is going right for your son, unless you believe this has something to do with racism.
Let him finish, and then I'll let you talk. Okay, let him finish his point, and then I'll let you respond.
He's going on a diatribe.
No, he's not. He's speaking, and I'll let you respond as soon as he's done making his point.
Katie, I'll let the young lady go. Go ahead. I would love to hear what you got to say to that.
Go right ahead.
He always wants somebody to go so he can be able to chime in, and he may be like a race baiter. He likes to debate. And this leprechaun in the middle. Oh yeah, I see you. Okay. I'm taken back. I don't understand. I don't. Why would we have this type of conversation? So you want to dictate to the parents on what they should not be doing and what they should be focusing on. No human being has the right to say that. Not one. And it doesn't matter what color you are. But not one. And of all people, tragic. Oh yeah, tragic. Let me listen.
Thank you, Officer Tate. Thank you. Well, let's just once again, speaking about things that you don't know about. Katie, you set it up with talking about Ben Crump being notorious for race baiting. I could name a couple of things that Officer Tatum here is also notorious for. So let's be careful on how we
don't need these personal attacks.
I'm gonna finish my statement. I'm gonna finish my statement, and let me also correct you on something.
Go ahead, sister. Because I guess she wanted to take up for this guy. The young lady in the middle, what's her name? Leprechaun. She wanted to take up for this guy, and he's getting a kick out of it. That's sad. But please, by all means, my sister, tell him like a TI is.
Else, Mr. Tatum, when you said Ben Crump would never show up for a black kid that was murdered by a black kid. My cousin, Jordan Turner, who was 19 and was murdered by another black kid that also went away with his friends and never returned home, guess who showed up? Attorney Benjamin Crump. I know you're looking confused. See, this is why it's important that you
was that related to black people? Was black people involved in his death?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, that's one.
What do you mean that's one? You said it's never. So you don't know how to retract your statement? Now you would say, okay, that's one. Who are you?
And they were convicted.
We didn't hear about it plastered all over the media. That's a big difference.
And this leprechaun keeps speaking on his behalf. So was this a plot?
This is why you don't know. This is why you should speak of what you know and not what you heard. So again, when it comes down to Nolan Wells, I ask that we use this time to ask people to come forward and speak about what they know.
Oh yeah. I'm with it. Yeah, I'm with it. Yeah.
I ain't got no problem with that. When it comes to Ben Crump at this time, we ask that people come forward and speak about what they know.
Correct.
Why you got a problem with that? Why the hell would you just blindly trust law enforcement? Knowing the history of law enforcement all across this country,
yep.
Not just with hiding, covering up cases involving black people wronged by white people, but
Right.
also even white people wronged by white people. Why would
Correct.
you just blindly trust law enforcement?
Mm.
Law enforcement is not that credible. Go go to Google right now and look up any law police department in this country, and you'll see like a 1.5 star, a 1 star, 2 star. I don't think it's one out there that has a 3 star rating.
Wow.
Law enforcement, people don't trust it
No matter.
all around the country.
Right. No matter what color you are.
But Officer Tatum, he's a former officer. He used to work in Tucson, Arizona. You know what Tucson, Arizona's
Mm.
makeup
Mm.
is, racial makeup is,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
So he's one of those who thinks that because he works in close proximity of white people that he's one of them. And this reminds me of this case of this black dude in Texas. I can't remember the small town. It was up near Dallas, who injected himself into a physical altercation where a white dude was beating up his white girlfriend.
Mm.
The brother stepped in and tried to break it up. The white dude turns on him. They starts to scuffle. Not no hard knockdown, drag out fight, but a scuffle. And the police shows up. They
Right.
break it up,
Right.
and the police trying to stop the brother. The brother walking off. He trying to stop him, so he shoot him. He gun him down
Oh man.
because he wouldn't come to him.
Mm.
That same brother was acting like he wasn't one of us. He was like, yeah, all lives matter. You know, they always making it about race. They always making it about race.
Mm.
And then he had his N-word moment.
Wow.
And it's going to happen to Officer Tatum too. It's probably already happened to him.
Mm.
But the thing with these bootlickers are that they're in so deep that they can't come back. Who who was that? Was that Parliament of Funkadelic said that so high you can't get over it, so low you can't get under it. That's Officer Tatum. He's sold is sold.
Okay. So enough of that. By all means, that's kind of deep, and I don't know why they had that to be aired. It's too much division. Too much division. And no human being should be telling any parent, I believe, should not be telling any parent how to think and feel and what to say. That's, that is their children, their child. We have no place for that. And I don't think we should make no mockery out of things like this because it is a serious thing that's going on in this world, and we are knee deep in it. And by all means, I do believe that God is looking and He sees. He sees it all. Every time there is blood shed on this earth, the earth is crying out for that blood. So God sees what happened and knows what happened. And another life is taken uh, for whatever the reason is. And I guess maybe we may find out, maybe we may not. But what we as the ones that are still living and functioning here on earth, we should be mindful. Because whatever that happened to one can happen to another. We should be mindful that we can experience the same feelings as others. We should be mindful. Because what you think that can't happen to you, it can. We should all be mindful and not speculate and not prejudge and not lie on a situation as serious as this. This is Mama T. I'm signing out, talking sharp after dark. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if you dare. I will respond. And stay loved, stay close, and stay informed.